But yeah.
You guys want to play Love Letter with me after the act?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Okay.
A love letter.
Yes.
So you've been on that.
Yeah, I've been on Love Letter.
What's love letter?
You have to earn princess kisses. It's a card game of deduction. But they just made the princess. The original run was White Prince, White Princess.
You keep saying. What do you mean, princess kisses?
Can I
Is that
steal
like
them?
A coin?
Yeah, no, we have to get the most
steal
princess
them?
kisses. But
What is
they made
getting
the
a princess kiss?
Some people in the community are mad because they made the prince and princess are black now. When I think of Prince, I think of a black man.
That's a good point.
True.
Both, yeah, in both senses.
True.
Yeah,
How do you earn a? What is a princess kiss?
we'll play after Yak. They're little red cubes, but they're to represent the smooch from the princess.
Yeah, I'd love to play.
My boy Matt, we've played a few times. He's never gotten a kiss.
Yeah,
He's clowned.
I get that.
Yeah, you're not getting any.
No. Is the who wins the most kisses?
Yeah, the most kisses.
That's what middle school dances were.
Whoever got the most kisses?
Yeah. It was always like I hooked up with 4 girls and then I
What's the most kisses
That
you've
was
ever
not
gotten
middle
tonight?
school for me.
or
What's
high
the most-
school, whatever.
That wasn't high school for me.
Not for me either.
Yeah,
but-
okay.
But
What's-
Zach Fannock was having a fucking field
Dude,
day.
I've always like just seeing like the cool kids making out at the lockers.
Yeah.
They were shamelessly
Mhm.
kissing. Well,
The cool kids weren't making out at the lockers though.
they were they
The lowest of the social hierarchy was
I guess
making out
the
at
theater.
the
yeah,
lockers.
they were sloppily making
The
out.
theater
The
kids would get
the
fucking
highest
freaky.
were like leaning against the lockers, just holding ass.
Yeah, they were grazing ass. They
They were
cool
grazing or
about it.
cupping.
Eating Lay's chips.
One hand plain Lay's chips, no flavor,
Mhm.
with like a Sprite, and then just one hand cupped on an
shaking
ass.
the Skittles. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was always the freaks doing full makeout.
yeah. I guess you're right. I was wrong there.
At like 7 a.m. before homeroom.
In between every class, they would just go make out.
Slobs.
Mhm.
And yeah, they're Invader Zim hoodies,
Yeah.
causing so much friction from rubbing.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Clap in whenever.
Yeah.
You want me to that's your reply to what I'm going to say? No, you're just going to say, like, no, that's a new untold story. Yeah, okay. Hey, is that story old or told? Fuck no, baby! It's a new untold story. A new untold story. It's a fresh baked untold story. A new untold story.
A New Untold Story, episode 434.
447.
Okay, you shook your head like that was a crazy off.
Did you say 4 what?
34.
Yeah, it's enough off. 447 is it's an area code of Central Illinois, the flagship city being the capital, Springfield.
I think that's the worst state capital.
I was just about to say. Now, before we get into this, I've lived in some of the worst cities in America, the worst places in America, and you have too.
Hell, you could say I was born and raised in one.
Yes,
You could say one molded me.
West Virginia. I lived in Youngstown. I lived in 30th and 8th in Manhattan. That's one of the most. That's one of the most least desirable places in the world.
You think so?
I think.
Okay.
Like most people live there for free.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. They brought the average rent down to like single digit.
And the apartment wasn't nice. I was like sacrificing my whole salary, and my comfort, my personal comfort, to, I guess, drink bar hop on weekdays. That's what Manhattan did for me.
Yeah, that's right.
And you lived in like an elven cranny in the middle of Chelsea.
I'm pretty yeah, it was like, I think it was modeled by like the Dursley family, dude, because it was exactly Harry Potter's room.
It was, yeah. It was the tiny little attic, and you lived.
You're one of the few that were in there. Did you ever go
I
in
never
it?
saw. I never
Yeah.
got there. No.
It was insanely small.
Yeah, so I guess you and I.
I mean, you too. You probably lived in a shithole.
Yeah, maybe early New York. I mean,
Actually,
I was
no.
home.
You
I
never
was
did.
home.
You never did.
You had a nice
No,
place.
you're doing this thing. Yeah, no.
Mo-
Well, by the end, dude. No, I was homeless.
Currently live in a shithole.
So
Not
like
homeless, but
we did that just for what to live in New York City, but we weren't like taking advantage of like networking opportunities or why do people move to New York City?
Be next to attractive people because you're attractive. networking and moving up the social and corporate ladder, to which we went
if you
over.
can make it there, you can make it anywhere.
Right, but we didn't make it there. We were
survived.
forced there and survived.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember at one point thinking like, I made it?
Yeah, no. Dude, no, you're sharing a twin bed with Granelli. You didn't
Yeah.
make it.
Yeah, he's sleeping.
Yeah.
He's sleeping on the couch with bong next to him, still smoldering like an AR-15.
Oh, that's beautiful.
fresh
That's
off
poetic.
Yeah.
A still smoldering bong and ever smoldering.
Yeah, the
But,
podcast playing on loop, Paul Bissonnette and Whitney, and he's sleeping like a fucking cancer
yeah.
patient. It's crazy.
Um,
Made it.
But Springfield.
Springfield, yeah. Springfield is bad. Springfield is one of the worst ones.
I think it's the worst state capital because there's an obvious choice. You could say Sacramento,
No,
but
Sacramento has great weather. It
A
has
pro team.
A pro team. It's close to the bay.
like Charleston, West Virginia
pretty.
sucks, but there's nothing better.
It's the best in the area.
Yes.
Yeah. So in comparison, like
Look,
There's a
Charleston's
state
bad.
capital you can't even drive to.
Honolulu
Juneau.
or whatever the capital.
but Juneau's beautiful.
Yeah, but you can't even drive to it from
is crazy.
Anchorage.
That's right.
You have to take like a plane or
Probably a
boat.
biplane.
Juneau's
Yeah.
immaculate. I mean, you got to throw Jefferson City into the mix. Missouri,
Springfield, home of the
Springfield, home of
corn dog, invented in Springfield.
really.
It was originally called the Cozy Dog,
Good
I
for
believe.
them.
I believe. I know for a fact. I got to stop with that shit.
Yeah.
I know for a fucking fact.
Yeah, I'm giving
The
up
tab
that
is
shit.
still up on my phone. I'm pretty sure Springfield. Oh, you didn't know?
I'll be pulling
I'm
that
such
shit
a
too. We
fucking
both do
dickhead.
those.
Oh,
an
dude, that's
easy-
so off-putting and disgusting.
It's an easy trap to fall into.
Ugh.
Like, you don't even think about it. You know what I mean?
It's the corn dog, right? God damn it, dude. Dude, I hate what I've become. Yes, I know for a fact the corn dog was invented there.
I think the governor Rob Blagojevich.
Yes.
like,
You think?
it's a den of corruption in Springfield. I think 4 of the 5 governors are imprisoned or were imprisoned at one point.
That just sucks. Like, if you win the governor race, you're probably from Chicago. You have to move to Springfield.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Stinks.
Rob Blagojevich. Yeah,
Well, yeah, but that's really all I have about the corn dog, man.
I mean Abraham Lincoln lived there.
Yeah, for 25 years, I believe.
I believe. I was looking up like the best things in Springfield. I found like a pretty active thread. The first one is the cost of living.
Well,
That's null. Like if it's like the best thing about a place is the cost of living. Like
cost of
Isn't
living
it-
gets a lot of leash for people saying that it's like a desirable place.
yeah, like even like a 7-Eleven pizza has pepperoni and cheese.
It's a pretty astute metaphor.
And then the next best thing is it's only an hour and a half from St. Louis.
Oh god, that was number 2.
That was the most depressing, best part of Springfield I've ever seen. Best part of any city.
Yeah, we're moderately far from St. Louis.
Yeah, I almost feel
Yeah.
like
Dude,
being further would be a pro.
Right. I want to live as far away from St. Louis as possible.
We're like still annoyingly far of a drive from St. Louis. Yeah, the wait for the root canal was only 90 minutes out. The third one is maybe even more depressing.
Oh, no.
This is what the person said. People are more likely to give romantic connections a second or third attempt in Springfield.
Dude, the
How
fact that
how
that's
do they
tracked-
know that?
Yeah.
Because
So like it's a cheater's haven. All the
no, I think it's because like the dating pool is so slim that like people are way more open to settling with someone they're not attracted.
so their
or
number
interested
3
in.
was settling.
That's their number 3.
Horrible.
So boys, try out Springfield. It's big enough where you'll find like some app matches on like Tinder, but small enough so where girls will just settle.
They'll settle. And then you can go to St. Louis like once a month. Like what's an hour and a half drive? What's that like warranted? Like
Quarterly.
yeah.
Hour and a half, yes.
I mean,
Not
we were
even.
50 to 60 from Pittsburgh, and I went,
That was an event.
yeah,
that was like a
twice a year.
holiday.
I was like a little over an hour from Dallas, and I went like once a month.
Right.
And I remember even thinking
Yeah.
then, I was like,
That's
God,
too-
this
that's
fucking-
long.
And I would go just to go to Chipotle.
It's too long.
Yeah, it's too far.
Hour.
The hour and a half sucks because it's like you can't just go for the night,
Right.
or you can, but that's massively inconvenient.
You can't
far
Uber
as-
there, so you can't go there and drink without a hotel.
Right. You need to stay the night. So yeah, that's like the worst distance to be from a place almost.
And it's not a long enough drive to achieve like any level of like catharsis, I guess, or like
Yeah.
like like a long drive. You're like, oh, okay, now I'm like in this and I'm thinking.
Whenever
Yeah.
you talk shit on a city, or like when I was anti-Maryland, those guys come out of the woodwork. They defend their shit. I don't think Springfield has shooters. I don't think anybody's going to defend it. I think this one
And
we're pretty much free
Right.
to.
And they are, the people who have lived there their whole life are in agreement. Like they think it's the worst. And I'm trying to think, like, yeah, it's in the plains of Illinois. The scenery sucks. It has that like industrial
pop?
feel. It's over 100,000.
Okay.
Very sad research. Someone said there's a barcade just outside of Springfield that has 2 pinball machines.
Okay. All right. Quick little break to talk about Game Time, the phone app. Kyle, we've been using it.
Yeah, I mean it's the go-to, especially when the weather is like it is.
I'm going to
gotta
Billy
get
Strings
through
in
that.
June.
I've heard great things.
That should be fun.
From great men.
Go to the Cubs, going to ACDC Memorial Day. Yeah, it's Game Time. It's super easy to use. The GT Picks feature, you're going to get the best deal. And that's the thing. When I'm going to these things, I don't want to get ripped off. Whoever wants to get ripped off, go here. You're safe. You're getting the best price. Yeah. What are you guys waiting for? Go see Wu-Tang Clan. That would be fun.
It would at least be cool to say you did.
Yeah. Wu-Tang Clan, Rod Stewart, 9 Inch Nails, Morgan Wallen.
Kendrick, Oasis.
Come on.
Soldier Field, Oasis. Come on.
Were you ever a System of a Down guy?
No, but I don't know any of their songs.
Wake up. You know Chop
Oh.
Suey.
That's okay. Yeah. System of a Down guy.
You're a big System of a Down guy. Guys at home can take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code UNTOLD, UNTOLD, for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code UNTOLD for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game time. Okay, tiny break to talk about Kraken. If you're going to trade crypto, do it right. No sketchy platforms, no sketchier customer support. That's why we only trust Kraken. Kraken lets you buy, sell, and swap over 300 cryptos without the lag, crashes, or clownery. Buying crypto manually? That's old school. Recurring buys let you automate your investments so you can stack stats without even thinking about it. Kyle, you and your dad got into crypto, right?
My dad's deep into it.
What was the Chinese crypto you were
He's on some Chinese ones. Stellar Lumen was one.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like it's if you got some wiggle room in the wallet, this is the way to go.
Absolutely. There's Kraken Pay now, which is instant crypto payments. No more I'll Venmo you later excuses. Whether you're covering a lost bet, splitting a tab after a night out, or sending funds to the next wild adventure, Kraken Pay lets you move money instantly with 0 fees and no banks holding things up. Oh, and if you refer your friends, Kraken will hook you up with up to $200 in USDG just for spreading the love. So quit waiting and head to kraken.com/barstool. This is not investment advice. Crypto trading involves risk of loss and is offered to U.S. customers, excluding Washington, New York, and Maine, through Payment Interactive, Inc. Yeah, that's not...
Is it pretty?
No, it's like one of
No.
those like gross industrial cities.
It's like gray mixed with
hasn't evolved.
beige.
Mm-hmm.
Like every building's that color.
Exciting.
And you don't know if it's like dust there. Yeah, that
It has
that.
the look of something that should be a city. Like it'd be better off as like being a small town, demolishing the higher rises.
Yeah, because that like if it was built around that little dome, but I think it maybe got ambitious, but it's sad.
Yeah. Be quaint.
It's fine to be quaint.
The city's bad. You know it's bad because they have like a 2011 Instagram filter on.
Yeah, they sepia the city.
Yeah.
They Breaking Bad Mexico the city.
Yeah. Oh, Albuquerque.
Yeah, but at least it has like
Mountains.
and like some unique architecture and some
like a little bit
unique
of
culture.
I
Yeah.
agree with that. Yeah.
We're state capital. Yeah, I mean, Charleston might be down there.
Charleston is pretty.
Montpelier, Vermont is tiny, but maybe Pierre's South Dakota.
At least there's some mystique to South Dakota. Like there's some, it's so
So you're
sparsely
in the sticks, like, and there is like but Springfield is too It's not rural enough.
Yeah, it's just like right in between. Yeah, not Springfield. Is the area code just Springfield?
No, it's the Champaign-Urbana area, which I heard is probably nicer. It's a college town.
Yeah.
The Belono area, Bloomington, Normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been to Springfield, but it is home to is it home to who?
Oh, I was cheating. What did my Google search say that you saw, Mook?
Michael Hubert Kenyon?
Who's that?
You don't know Michael Hubert Kenyon?
Michael Hubert Kenyon?
The Illinois enema bandit?
No, what?
No.
He would rob women and then give them an enema.
Oh, no.
As like a courtesy?
And this isn't funny, but this is amusing. I will say that. It happened a long, long, long time ago.
He
would rob women of their belongings.
And usually people who do that run away.
Yeah. Yeah. Mookie, if you could look him up.
And then he would steal the contents of their ass?
What's
Yeah.
his name?
Robert Hubert Kenyon.
Robert?
Yeah,
So
he was.
he would rob them and just continue to.
And I don't even know how that would go. There's not too much about him. Just Robert Kenyon. Or just search the Illinois enema bandit. Maybe it's not Robert. But he would like, I want to know how the robbery went. Michael Kenyon. I'm so
Michael.
sorry. He would rob people. That's where I got confused. He would rob women. And I just want to know how it would go down. Like, would he go up and be like, give me everything? And they'd be like, that's everything. And he's like, not quite.
Oh, you want yes?
He wanted it all. I said everything. Yeah, dude. He would just rob them, take their shit, and
Let's see
then
this.
administer an enema.
They called him the Champagne Enema Bandit?
The Illinois enema bandit, the champagne. Well, he wasn't giving a champagne enema. That's
what I was-
Yeah, right. The little
High class.
Yeah, Asti. But there's not too much about him, and it feels like there should be more.
So what is an enema? It is a canister that sprays.
I think it's a tube. Is it a tube-based system?
Yeah, it's flushing your ass.
That you squirt water up your ass at a velocity,
and then it comes out.
and it all shoots out.
Mm-hmm.
But he would do.
They said he would administer. That kind of implies consent.
Sure, maybe.
You can't force it / administer.
I don't. You don't
Maybe
think you could
you
force
can.
an? You could force
Something
an,
that it is administered requires like meticulous steps.
They administer exams, and I was forced to take exams.
Okay, so they but you still willingly, you didn't try to fight out of the desk.
I did.
You weren't.
I would.
You weren't
Okay,
being
fine. Fuck.
held
They were
into-
asking for it.
So it seems like they.
What
got in
years did this
position.
happen? 75.
Yeah, that's
Okay, so it's not as long ago as I thought.
That's pretty bogus.
Yeah, but we were talking about enemas last week, weren't we?
Coffee enema. Yeah, I
Coffee
think so.
enema. Yeah,
I think
my
so.
friend. Yeah.
Oh, back on corn dog. I was doing research on corn dog, and there was a rumor floating around that when Joe Biden ate a corn dog, he would also eat the stick. And it's so unbelievable.
That's hilarious.
But the fact that like there had to be a Snopes article proving it wrong because Joe Biden was the perfect guy for that because he was like kind of country, kind of little dipsy,
Yeah.
and also fully mentally challenged. And he could like that Snopes had to be like, no, he doesn't eat the stick of a. But like I think he's the perfect guy to make that.
It is perfect.
Yeah.
Because I could see like someone maybe believing that, including me, because like the corn dog stick still has like residue on
and
it,
it softens.
and it's not too bad. Like I've bitten into it.
But like anybody else, you'd be like, that's a lie. But like Biden
Right.
would be the perfect.
Yeah.
I think if Trump did it, people would be like, yeah, he's getting fiber. It's sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's Trump and Biden are the only two that you could believe it for.
Yeah. And
Nobody
then
else.
You could see Biden like getting his wires crossed. Like he'd always would talk about his childhood and stuff. He's like, well, you know,
Oh yeah, and I also read an article about why political candidates shouldn't eat corn dogs
you see the stick
because like it's just too gay. It's too gay. You can't eat a corn dog not gaily.
Yeah, I'm wondering. Like I'm thinking of other phallic food items.
Regular hot dog, but at least you go in. But corn dog's tough.
Mhm.
Just the grip at the base.
And it looks like the
Fleshy.
shaft of like a
A pretty big
like
dick.
like a Sri Lankan cock.
You think is that a Sri Lankan
Looking at
colorway?
Yeah, what is that?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Because we had our 8th grade teacher. It was Sri
It's
Lankan.
not like Filipino. It's not Guyanese. It's between the two. It's Sri Lankan.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about the color of their skin, not the flag.
Yeah.
A Sri Lankan cock. Yeah, their cocks happen to be the same exact color of their flag.
Mm-hmm. It's a cool flag.
Yeah, but Joe Biden, I was like super excited when I read the quote that he also eats the stick. Because I believed it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Stick. You know when like the burnt part hardens to it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can.
you could have that. And I'm sure.
Right.
I bet you it wouldn't even be bad.
I would like break a fast with that. Yeah.
Just corn dog stick.
Yeah.
Dude, instead of donut holes, we need corn dog sticks.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It would still taste like hot dog.
It wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't be too bad.
Do you really need the stick?
For a corn dog? Dude, it becomes. I think it becomes too homoerotic without the stick.
Yeah, I
You
guess
need
so.
the stick.
Yeah, I guess so. But like a hot dog slimy,
So I think
ice cream melts.
I think you're thinking the stick is necessary for eating. I think it's necessary for making. You got to dip.
True.
That's right.
Yeah, true. True.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. The stick's the best part. I could probably eat a whole stick.
I don't think you could.
If it was in the corn dog long enough, I bet you would be.
A little soggy.
I bet you would be above average.
If you were at like the West Alexander Fair, then that's some shit they would have.
Oh my god, yeah, that would be the shit. West Alexander Fair was the fair we went to as kids. That was in Washington, PA. Was it in Washington?
It's a town.
Oh,
that
really?
I don't even know if it is a real town.
I didn't know any. I just knew it for the fair.
It is more.
It was the biggest event
all they
of the
had.
summer in our hometown.
First off, West Alexander is in Pennsylvania, but it is more West Virginia than most of West Virginia.
It's more West Virginia than fucking Boone County, West Virginia.
It is astonishing that West Alexander is in the same state as Philadelphia.
Shouldn't be.
The cultural difference between the two is intergalactic. Like if
We should absorb West Alexander.
If Lil Uzi Vert was in West Alexander, they try to catch him with a net.
They really would.
Imagine like Eat That Pussy 445 in West Alexander. He'd be like they'd think he's a UFO.
They would not know how to process EDP.
These guys, crazy that it's the same state.
That
as
was like
Philly.
the biggest. That was like my first amusement park. That was like the biggest. I thought it was the pinnacle of society.
It was a big fair, all things considered.
1 year, the dunk tank didn't have water.
It was just
I
a,
remember
it was
dude just
a
fell.
well.
I remember
Dude
when
just
it
fell.
had shallow water.
Yeah,
When the
it was
guy
shallow water was what it was.
They may have not. Yeah, because it
I don't know why. I think they were just
didn't have
rushed.
enough water.
But the dudes were just hitting really
Dudes were
hard.
just- yeah.
It was fucking mean.
That's like a medieval torture act.
Yeah, right.
That's crazy.
But the line was significantly longer. I would be more inclined to do a dunk tank if the guy was just following.
Yeah, that's higher stakes.
Yeah.
Just breaking the shit.
You get up there and it's just like a 4-year-old kid.
I think somebody
Somebody on the conch.
You're next.
somebody died on a ride there, I think, or got very
Oh
hurt.
yeah, that's
Because it was not only high schoolers running the rides, it was high schoolers on like lethal amounts of fentanyl running the rides, nodding off as they're putting you on a gravitron.
yeah. People were getting flung.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Fairs like that are Russian roulette with those.
Oh, it's
carnies.
deadlier than Russian roulette.
Yeah. I think the most scared I've ever been was at the Texas State Fair, and I did the big basket ride where it's just a huge kind of clock wheel.
Oh yeah.
And me and my buddy did that.
But the Texas State Fair would be the gold standard of fairs.
And even then, I was looking at those screws and the
Oh,
kid
yeah.
manning it. I was like, dude, this might put me into orbit.
but like this was hand-me-downs of like the worst fairs.
Right.
Fair is like a different dimension of life.
Dude, they had the guess the weight thing at this fair. You know, the guy that guesses the weight,
Yeah.
and he never. I think on the machine, like it was already pre-written. It was the number 3. The first digit was always 3. Always 3.
Yeah.
That
3 was permanent.
he was just like he would only say 2 digits because you assumed that it started with 3.
Mhm. Right. What was the what
Dude,
was
I
the
want to.
menu like?
That would be funny. That'd be a funny sketch to like bring that guy with you on like a blind date or a first date. like
guy
bump
guesses
in,
the weight.
yeah, just be sure with like the chick you're with.
Yeah, because you want to know.
She's like, this is my buddy James,
I use him as
Yeah.
a ruler.
and just like he just comes up and he whispers and he walks out. How do you know him? This date's over. That guy has to have
Dude,
so
what
much
is,
trouble
like-
dating.
I forgot that is like a profession.
Yeah, just guess women's weight.
I can't believe that exists.
Step on the stage and I'll say your exact weight. And if I'm right,
Was there, like,
you don't get a
training?
teddy. You don't get a treat.
They have to train for that.
I think they probably just get like assholes.
They get ass.
Like Nikki
Oh,
Smokes
yeah.
would be perfect.
Someone
for
who,
that.
like, if you were honest, yeah.
Well, yeah. What are those called?
I'm looking now.
Because those were at every single state fair. It was like a big
Mhm.
stage.
They were at like Six Flags for a while. I think I remember I did it.
The guess your weight people at carnivals. How does it work? I think they just do it. All right, Aura frames. Mother's Day gifts can be a little predictable and boring. Named the best digital photo frame by Wirecutter, Aura Frames is guaranteed to mix things up this year. Aura Frames comes with unlimited storage. Wow. So you can share as many photos as you want from your phone to your mom's Aura frame. Not only will she be grateful it's not another gift card, she'll also love that an Aura frame means she gets to see more of you. Aura Frame's a great gift for anybody. I mean, you could get one for your loved one, for any loved one, your aunt, your uncle, your grandma, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. They would have it in their living room and you could send photos to it wirely. It could also be a funny little prank. You know, I'll give one to Mook.
Yeah.
Suddenly my
Upload whatever.
stretched balls are in.
Stretched balls.
I'm stretched real taut. Yeah, it's a great gift for anybody, or has a great deal for Mother's Day. For a limited time, listeners can save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off plus free shipping on their best-selling Carver mat frame. That's auraframes.com. Promo code UNTOLD, UNTOLD. Support the show, please, by mentioning us at checkout. Terms apply. Kyle, you're an eater.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the top delight.
It's the best thing about being human.
It's the best thing about like thinking about the best thing. Yeah.
It's the best thing about being an adult is choosing your next meal. And HelloFresh can help you with that. Fresh air, sunshine, and good food. That's what spring is all about. HelloFresh makes it easier to fit quick, home-cooked meals into your schedule every week by curating delicious recipes like pasta primavera, chicken Dijon, and pecan-crusted trout, as well as over 100 seasonal snacks, sides, and treats. In 2025, we're evolving to fit every lifestyle by bringing customers even more convenience without compromising on taste, health, and homemade quality. Our new ready-made meals offer chef-crafted, flavorful dishes and are ready in just 3 minutes, so you can dig in and get outside, get work done, and get more me time. It's super easy. Food isn't something I want to worry about. I just want to know it'll be good, and I want a lot of options.
Mhm.
This does all that for us. Feel great with meals that fit your spring schedule and make the season even more delicious. Go to HelloFresh.com/Anus10FM now to get 10 free meals with a free item for life, one per box with an active for subscription. Free meals applied at discount on the first box, new subscribers only, and it varies by plan. HelloFresh. Kyle, you got to take this next one.
I know. I'm like mind blown that we have this. It's the Barstool Golf Time Supreme app.
Yes.
I didn't know it was like the Supreme version, but it's
It is
the
now.
Barstool Golf Time app. So,
Supreme.
yeah, this is where you're gonna get on the course. It gets hard in the summer, so if you're looking for an easier way to play some golf, get on that course. We've got you covered because the Barstool Golf Time app makes it so easy and efficient for golfers to find the best tee times at the best prices. So stop searching all over Google to see when you can try to book a tee time. That's a hassle. Stop calling the courses. You can search multiple courses in your area from one app, Barstool Golf Time, and get your tee time set within seconds. So with every action you take in the app, you earn reward points, which can be redeemed for free merch in the Barstool store. So this month, we have a big promotion going on
Big.
all month long. The top 5 golfers who play the most rounds through Barstool Golf Time, which they can track on the app, through May 31st, will win a Barstool Chicago HQ tour experience.
And if you're one of them, We'll do something personal and special for you.
We'll be a part of it. Plus, one additional winner will be selected at random from golfers who play at least one round through the app in May. So you're going to want to download the app for these
Make Sam happy.
for these prize opportunities, and you're going to want to book the tee times easier. Spring is finally here, so come golf with us. Download the Barstool Golf Time app today.
I don't know. That's
Dude, the thing that they used to have back in the day at fairs and such is the kissing booth. I always was fucking
they did
blown
have a
away
kissing
by
booth.
that. I was like, what the
that's prostitution, very low level prostitution.
And it would be like the local girl, like priest's daughter.
Yeah, right.
Oh, it was competitive. Like it wasn't two people who were in a relationship get in there and kiss.
No. That's the tunnel of love. The swan boats. The kissing booth is you'd go up and it would be like a pretty dame from the town. It would be like an innocent country belle,
And you pay a nickel.
and you'd kiss her.
Yeah. It's like a
Oh, you
lemonade
just
stand.
kissed a girl.
Yeah, you would. And
There's a lemonade stand for a girl's mouth. It was nuts.
That was
that
a
was
thing
a
in
that was
our
a big
lifetime?
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
kissing booths were probably they were probably coming to a close when we were going to fairs. But I bet you they were still.
I never saw one, but I remember the first time I heard about it, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, that was a thing.
It's definitely like permanently in my mind, but I never thought about the functionality of it.
So much about carnivals is based off of kissing. 'Cause there's the swan boats. There's kissing at the top of the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
Kissing booth.
It's just extreme kissing.
I've never kissed at a fair.
Me neither.
No,
Dudes were.
that's a place to do it. I signed up for the Derby.
What was the Derby?
I shouldn't have been, and I didn't do it, but they were going to let me get in and race in the Derby.
Against what?
You could just sign up for the Derby. At
But
the
what is the
fair.
Derby?
I think you race on a racetrack
Against what?
against vehicles, cars. I
You're
was just
on
going to be
foot?
allowed to do that. I would
They're gonna let you run against the cars?
Like you can just do the amateur derby.
West Alexander had a good tractor pull,
The best pool.
but those were really boring in hindsight.
You gotta love looking at tractors.
You gotta
to
love looking
enjoy
at
the
tractors
pool.
hard.
Yeah.
Like they're pretty much not. Have you ever been to a tractor pull?
No.
They bring their tractors out and they see which tractor can pull the most weight.
Oh, I thought you meant it was like the world's
That's
strongest man where they had a
No.
rope.
No,
it's
no.
a
It
feat
was
of
just a track.
strength.
Everybody would bring their souped up tractors, and then everybody would be like, "Come on!"
It would
And
just,
everybody would have a favorite. People
Wait,
were
so
getting. It was a rowdy crowd.
so they would bring the tractors out and then they would just do its job.
Yes,
Mhm.
I guess that. But they would.
Word.
It was super underwhelming how far they would pull them. Like it would go like a foot, and people would go fucking nuts.
Yeah. There was a strongman competition, and my body coach Jerry Seaman he won it every year.
Jerry Seaman was your
up.
body coach.
Jerry Seaman.
What is first of all, what is
Oh,
body
yeah.
coach?
Jerry Seaman. Well, first off, Jerry Seaman is a local legend from the area. He lived in Claysville, just outside of West Alexander.
How's Seaman spelled?
The hardest man I've ever met.
Physically,
His body, he was tough. He was the toughest too. But his
Claysville.
body, the late Jerry Seaman, was like, it was the texture of coarse granite.
Wait, is he dead?
He is dead.
Is that him?
Look at him.
Why is that second picture burgundy?
He did, yeah, that was probably after his workout. Look at his whole body is hardened. I would wrestle with him, and it felt like I was climbing El
I was
Capitan.
expecting a lot bigger of a man.
Oh, he's big. You're just looking at his head.
Yeah, but like I was
Look at
thinking
his-
a wide neck.
Look at his body.
How do I look at his
how
body?
painful it looks.
Oh,
I
he
had
does
to
look like he's in
wrestle him.
tremendous pain.
He would beat the fuck out of me.
Jerry Seaman would beat the
I
fuck
would go.
out of
We
me.
would do farm drills, like all kinds. He would make me walk on my hands
What's
on poles.
the age difference?
He'd make me do crazy squats. He was like in his late 60s. Look at his ears.
And he would beat the fuck
the
out
most
of you.
hardened man.
And he would do
His skin
strongman
was
shit?
like hardened magma.
That's his rock.
And he like scared me into. Yeah, his skin was like rock. That's what I should have said.
His skin was like pressurized coal.
But I would go to his barn to do workouts, and then he would like.
You go to the Seaman barn
I would like carry
to
farm
wrestle
equipment.
Jerry Seaman.
He would wrestle me. He would grab me, and it hurt so bad. And he would like.
He would like hurt you bad.
He scared me into doing a backflip.
What do you mean?
I was so afraid of him. He told me he wouldn't let me leave until I did a backflip, something that I would never try.
Why did you need to do it? Why would you need that skill?
He was my body coach. I was doing all kinds of things. It wasn't just strength and
Were a lot of other
mobility.
kids going to him?
No.
Oh, Kyle.
But he had he was like a legend. Like he produced national NCAA champions from McGuffey. Look up his YouTube. He had no knees, but would load up the squat rack with like 500 pounds and like fake his knees out to show how tough he was.
Is this his? That can't be him.
No, Jerry Seaman.
The passing of a special man.
No space.
Oh, Jerry Seaman, one word.
Yeah.
You're crushing today, Mook.
I mean, you gave me the wrong name. Now I'm looking for.
Try typing in Jerry Seaman, one word.
Into YouTube bar. Oh, there he
There he is.
All right, wait. Let's
Yeah,
watch.
Look, this is he's doing. He's
Is this
faking-
in his barn?
He's like edging his knees. What's he
Get your
say?
Fat hind end off of that couch in here in the barn, and we can take some of that fat off of you. You get in here in this
He's so
weight machine.
scary.
We'll show you how to do some of these exercises like this squat right here. We can get some of that fat off of your fat hind end and off of your belly. So you want to get after it and get in here. This is my max.
He doesn't look big.
He doesn't look big.
Nick, this guy would fuck you up.
Yeah, fuck me up. Oh my God, Jerry.
Look. What are you doing, Jerry? He would do this.
Was this the barn you were in?
Like if he lost his base, he would die. He has no knees. So he's doing this without knees. Like, yeah, he's not doing the full reps, but the fact that he's putting himself in that position, he was fearless.
Was this
That
where
was
you
the
were?
barn I was in.
Why are they zooming on his knees?
I was like, I had to see those poles to the back. I
Yeah?
had to walk on my hands on those.
Why'd he make you do a backflip?
I
Where'd
wouldn't
you
be
do
able.
the
I wouldn't be
backflip?
able to hold my
And it-
tongue if I was with him seeing those squats. I'd be like, Jared, that ain't.
Yeah.
It's bad
That's,
form. You got to get low, dog.
See?
That's Jerry.
How'd he
Seaman.
die?
Do it. If you want to. If I
He fell off his roof. But that didn't kill him. He was like still tough after that. Like I was going to work out with him after he was paralyzed, after he broke his neck.
He was fully paralyzed. He was training you.
He wasn't fully, but yeah. Rest in peace. Yeah.
That's just him on a basketball.
He's a beast. He could do anything.
Hi, my name's Jerry Seaman, and I want to tell you an amazing story.
He's already out of breath.
Because he was working out all day. I don't know. This is Jerry Seaman.
Is there any skills that you still carry from Seaman today?
No, but he helped a lot.
What'd you find, Mookie?
He had a knee replacement,
Oh,
and he's squatting like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was before the.
oh my God! He's doing a handstand.
That's the shit we would do.
Wait,
Now that's
that is
impressive.
insane.
That's impressive.
Right.
That's what we should have watched first. Why did you bring that up, Kyle?
Well, that's the shit we were doing. I said he's my body coach.
that's Circus Soleil.
But yeah, we were doing like it was not. Why am I saying we? It was just me.
Well, it really is a
It was
barn.
1-on-1.
How
Just
did you
in this
find this
barn?
guy?
He's a local legend.
Okay.
He was like a
Yeah,
Penn
but if you were
State
the only,
wrestler.
he was Penn State wrestler.
Yeah.
How tall was he? This is fucking insane.
You just do that all day.
Seaman is the man.
He would always call him. Like, he would he was like always call you fat.
Yeah, that's
Like if you couldn't do the shit, you were fat.
he would call you fat. And then his one favorite video is the J.J. Abrams Super 8 trailer. He loves Super 8. Maybe he was
Who was your favorite mentor?
Gene Amarante.
How'd you know Gene? The Bel Air coach?
Yeah,
He wasn't. What did he teach
he
you?
was my next door neighbor growing up.
He was a basketball coach.
Yeah, dude, I went to his basketball camp every summer.
So you can't call him your favorite mentor.
He taught me everything I know. Yes, Gene Amarante was my 1-1.
What
Dude, I
else?
love
What,
Gene.
he taught you basketball?
Taught me what it means to be a man.
He was a legend in that sense.
Yeah.
I don't know what translated.
That I still have today. He tied a rope to my thigh and my arm for layups. So I raised my thigh and arm at the same time.
And did you go on to make a slew of layups?
I was good at his camp. I was the only kid that wore Converse. But other than that, no, I did not make a slew of layups. I think my career stat, I think I scored one layup.
But you weren't like trying. You weren't attempting shots.
No,
Yeah, you were an assist.
I was a
guy.
little too timid.
You were letting other guys score.
Yeah.
Sound like kind of like me with the crossword.
Is there any?
Yeah, you have anything else on Springfield, pal?
I know we probably
See
don't
if
have
you
much.
Google
I don't know. I know we don't have too much crossover from Yak and Anus. So do you want to fill people in on?
Oh, I'm in a stage where now I want to bring other people down with me.
Oh no, I heard you were mad at me.
I like that.
Yes, I'm pissed at people.
Pissed.
Yes,
Why?
and rightfully so.
Why?
The way
The
that
integrity of the cross.
the
Kyle.
way that you went out
taught
of
me-
your way.
If we caught Mook doing that, we would do like a spin-off video of like us bringing objects to put in his asshole.
Yes,
We like
Yeah,
you'd be filling my asshole with like pool balls and water bottles.
corn dog sticks.
Corn dog sticks all up in my ass.
No.
If Tommy did that, if Clemmer did that, and you're
but the way you caught me in that split, say you caught me like a bluegill. How it was so fast and easy for you? How'd you do that?
the auditor in me came out. bro.
Ah,
It was they're calling me narc, they're calling me
The way-
fed. No, I'm the goddamn
That's-
auditor. All
It
right.
didn't cross your mind like, oh, I'm exposing him at his most vulnerable, his Google search history.
No, because I was
What was under? How'd you even pinpoint those were cheats?
because the first thing I saw was soot. Why are you googling soot?
next Halloween costume.
And I saw soot and solvent, and I go, wait, why does that look familiar?
In such a split second. And what were the answers? The answers to the soot product was what?
I don't remember.
It was lamp black. And who got that?
I don't remember.
It wasn't me. The answer to the lady's song?
But you knew, so you like.
It was black velvet. Did I get that?
Look,
Who said velvet?
look,
Who
that-
said black velvet?
Whoever got the answers, that has nothing to do with. This is about the integrity of the
I think it
cross.
does.
You taught me this way,
But Kyle,
The way that I
if
cheated.
they filled in an answer, be honest with me. If they filled in an answer that wasn't black velvet, would you have been like, I don't think that's it?
The way that I did it was so majestic. I wish there was cameras on it because the way that I cheated, the way that I led you guys into the correct answers, the selflessness of the cheating is incredible.
This is incredible to watch.
I respect that you did it for the vibe of the room, but
I wasn't cheating on one-on-one competition to benefit myself. I was cheating to raise your spirits.
But that's phony.
I respect that you're
Kyle.
going down bitter. I love it.
Kyle, I never thought in a million years.
It was so like you.
Did you see all the
It was
people that have
so
tweeted
generous.
that are like, I looked up to Kyle as a crossworder. I've wanted to cheat. I didn't because of Kyle.
Exactly.
Because of Kyle.
He got
I-
me into crosswords.
I had a guy reach out to me and said he couldn't eat dinner last night.
People are but they're. I think they're misinterpreting what I was doing. Because again, like the 3 cheats in that, I didn't answer those. I led us to victory. Gave you guys some false pride. There's no net negative to that. To thinking you're a little smarter than you are.
Yeah, there is a net negative because then you could waltz into like this is dangerous.
There are so many instances that I've cheated because I've cheated often.
yeah.
That I created a celebratory bond between friends where if I didn't cheat, it would be the absence of that, or the inverse, where we left the room disappointed.
You've filled a room full of dumb men into thinking that they're smarter than they are. That is dangerous. That sets a
Very.
dangerous precedent.
I think
Look what you did to Rudy. Okay, that's what
Why
I
am I
want.
the case study?
You said dumb men that think they're smarter.
Why am
than
I
they
a case study?
I don't know, man. I just feel like
I
the
think it's-
integrity of the cross has been broken.
right. I think it is better than it is worse.
I don't like how your argument.
I think it's like
sounds
I'm
good
like
right
the
now.
Saint Francis of Assisi of cheating.
Oh, come on.
Come on, Mook. Mount a defense. You can't let him do this.
No.
He's
But
whipping the
how many
courts.
times have you cheated? How many times has this occurred?
Like I said, many times.
And you've never once said an answer that you looked up.
Have I ever said an answer that I looked up?
Why are you repeating?
He's thinking.
No, probably a handful of times.
So definitely.
Yes.
So you're mad that you got caught? Or are you mad that I told people?
No.
So
Because
you're
Nick
mad
and
just
Rudy
that
would have done the same thing. Correct.
Right.
I would have been town crier.
Town cry.
No, I would have
sprinted
gone
the
to,
halls.
I would have gone to Kyle on the low and used that information for further gain.
Oh, that's smart.
That would have been worse. Like I would have hated that.
Okay.
Right. I would have.
You know how more embarrassing it would be if someone pulled me aside and says like, I know you were cheating.
Yeah.
If you got black.
And would it have worked on you?
What do you mean?
Like, please don't tell anybody. Here's whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have been like, yeah, run me that VR headset. In fact, I'll take 2.
So is there a closing statement you want to say? We can move past this.
I'm
I don't know
surprised
how.
you're still getting work.
Yeah.
Affirmative vote to tally. No, never mind.
Come on. You can say what this is a safe space.
Affirmative vote Indian wedding garb.
Yeah, sorry.
I sorry. I sorry.
You can't stay mad at this guy.
You can't say
No.
mad at
You
it.
can't stay mad at this guy.
And I think cheating was part of the culture of the group. I think cheating was rampant.
I've thought about it.
I think other people were cheating.
Ooh, name names.
Name names. Yeah.
I think you guys would be crazy not to in the situations that I did it.
So who do you think has cheated?
And sometimes I would cheat just to get just to make sure we're not on the wrong track. So I would I would cheat in other ways.
See, that's why we had to call it out, because we've had false confidence. I thought this group was an elite crossword.
Every high now is destroyed.
Destroyed.
No, yeah, I'm coping.
You can't. Okay, first of all, we can't be an elite crossword group when we're doing it as a group. There's people everywhere that just do them on their own.
No, but we're an elite crossword group. We're a group. We're an elite group.
Okay, you mean
Well, we thought. We're not.
We're
thought.
not. We're not.
We're
boys.
we're dog shit.
Yeah, I'm kind of underselling how much I've helped this group.
Dude,
But you were smart about it, because there'd be plenty of times where we'd be stumped and we'd just be like, all right, whatever.
I viewed myself as a top percentage puzzler.
Mm-hmm. So I was so good at cheating that I would also let us lose a bunch of times.
Mm-hmm. It was like the Enigma
That's
machine.
even more fucked up. As we're sitting here struggling just on the wrong path, you're just sitting there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was hard for me.
Where you? This is horrible. And you're not sorry in the slightest bit.
I'm not.
I actually kind of
pissed.
love that. That's
You're just pissed at Mook.
I am. Yeah. and now I'm like getting other people to be pissed.
Yeah, I had a bunch of people DMing me.
It is fun.
I gotta
yeah.
Fucking scumbag.
Yeah, you piece of shit up. And I'm like,
I
what the fuck?
I got people pissed.
I didn't help that either. I was pounding the war drum. I was like, Mook's got turned state's witness. Like he's a narc, dude. It's just
And I would do it again. I'm 10 toes on
it's
the
too fun.
audit.
Yeah, dude.
I'm 10 toes on the audit.
Dude, the funniest thing is we were streaming yesterday and I was like just grinding into Mook and just trolling him about it. And then I was like, dude, I'm like, you're Snowden, dude. You got to leave the country. And then White Sox Dave just goes, he's a hero. And I was like, we're doing a joke.
Yeah.
Appreciate that input, Dave.
So I think I find humor in this. I think some people are actually pretty upset.
Yeah, I think
The crossword group was mad at you.
right now
Francis is upset with you.
I haven't even talked to Francis.
He tweeted about it.
Francis is bad because we would share each other like our Monday, like we would like flaunt our like Sunday.
He
or Saturday.
tweeted screenshots.
And now they're gonna think my individual performances are. That's like wow, it's really embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me you cheat on the minis.
That's the thing. No,
Do you slide up on
doesn't
the app to
fucking
pause
matter.
the time?
it doesn't fucking matter. What I will do, I'll bail and not finish it if I know my time's gonna be bad sometimes.
So the leaderboard can't.
So
see
it doesn't fucking matter.
Then why do you do it?
'Cause that's what I'm done. Like everyone's just gonna assume my everything's like a cheat.
But crosswords,
I'm ruined.
when it came to things, I'm talking things, which
We've
is
said
everything.
that.
Crosswords are your one.
We were always on the podcast. Oh, crosswords are my favorite noun. And it's like
Do we say that?
crossword is my favorite thing in the world. Crossword is my personality.
Yeah.
That's real. That's the only thing I would do. And I would do many a day. I would do them in group settings with my girlfriend alone.
Dude, we looked at your
minis.
career stats. You have like 3,500 completed.
And so many not completed because I wasn't cheating. But now it doesn't matter. Like I can never compete again. I can never compete again.
You have to go to a different
Have you
league.
done even a solo since this came to light?
No, I can't even look at the app. I could like
You can't even look at grids.
nothing. No word games. Nothing.
Hangman?
No feats of intellect.
You're giving up completely on intellect.
I am.
So what now?
I don't know. Halo.
Yeah, just Halo.
Yeah.
Just
That's a
driving
good-
around
that's a
the
good pivot.
splattering in the Warthog.
I think you just need to go to I think you need to pivot. You just got to go to a different league. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
NHL guys go to the KHL after getting caught with like cocaine.
But that, like the cage, that's still hockey. He's done with word games.
Yeah.
He's done with intellect.
But you could just go to the Washington Post.
I don't even. Yeah, play the LA Times crossword. That would be even more embarrassing.
Have fun with that interface.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yikes.
That's a nightmare, dude. Dude, I had a nightmare.
Same.
Yeah, they're coming back.
No. Real life. Metaphor. I over pomaded at the fucking bet gala, and there was nothing I could
Dude,
do.
I didn't want to say
I was
anything. You were
greasy as fuck.
You were
A little
greasy.
bit.
As
Yeah.
fuck.
It looks like you did a slip and slide with just your head.
I looked soaked.
Yeah, pull yourself up.
And there was nothing I could do because we didn't have a hotel room.
You can't.
So I went to the bathroom and I put too much pomade in.
Yeah, that's the hard thing about pomade. It's a one-way.
I've
street.
never used pomade.
It's a one-way.
And so I
street.
thought the bet gala, I guess the bet gala is the first time I should use pomade. Nightmare, man.
Yeah.
I was drenched. The glob I used looked like it could fucking co-star with Robin Williams. It was, oh my God, look
Oh,
at that, dude. It
yeah.
got all stringy and it got stuck to my forehead. Oh my God, dude. That's the worst I've ever looked. And it was with Dave, dude. Don't zoom. Look at that. Just going, it's all, look, my hair looks like a gnarled root.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something like a gnarled root.
Yeah.
That's a tough. I mean, it's not horrible.
But there's nothing you can do about it.
No, there
once you
isn't.
pomade,
And
I had to shower. It was like I had to get there,
Yeah, in the back of your
and,
mind.
and the people online let me fucking know
they
about
let
it.
you know.
They let me fucking know about the over pomading.
Yeah.
Also, I bought a brown suit and it looked black on screen, so black with blue tie. But they were too distracted by my fucking grease ball hair. Horrible, man. I don't want to. I want to see no more.
You know.
Also, I got humbled because there's a really good TikTok account, My Anus Clips, that clips our show.
Yeah.
And
Mhm. Yeah, I've seen them. They go off
he
sometimes.
did back-to-back posts of fan cams, one from you, one from me. Did you see?
No, but
That's a
tough act to follow. You followed me.
My fan cam followed yours.
% saw it.
Your
I'm
fan,
a fan cam guy.
your fan cam got
I'm like
2,093 likes. Do you know how many likes my fan
it?
cam got?
How much?
149, dude. That's not even the first run of Pokemon.
Your fan cam
and they
got
were back to back. So you're-
sub 150.
there was sub 150 on the fan cams. It's pretty far down. That was a really humbling experience. My fan cam wasn't great though. Look, there's Kyle's bottom left, 24,000 views.
Oh, I'm like built for a fan cam. Look at I have a lot of variety.
Yeah, there's Tanyu. My fan cam was just like nothing. How many likes is that?
Because you always look normal. I'm
No,
always,
I don't.
I'm
I
always-
over pomade.
So that's the extent. Like I'm always in costume and character, and I'm moving funny. You got to move funny more often.
I don't know what to do. Yeah, that's just me kind of just saying stuff into the camera.
Mhm.
Yeah, yours would just be speaking.
This looks like a tribute to like a journalist that got killed.
I look like a journalist that was killed
In
by like
Yemen.
a yes, but Kyle's is yeah, dude. Like, of course yours got infinite more likes.
look at my hair.
I have nothing for fan cam. I need to start doing. When you guys see me doing something crazy, it's for fan cam. All right.
You're
From
gonna
this
start
point on,
trying
I
to-
want to start. I want to start fan cam farming.
fan cam.
That was so humbling because I saw yours because I saw the account. I'm like, because they had
Yeah, big
a
time.
clip of ours go viral, which I'm very thankful for. And then I was just scrolling. I was like, oh fuck, this one has a lot of views, and I watched it. It was yours, and then I just scrolled up, saw mine. Humbling. And this is while I still have the Bet Gala pomade in my hair, and it's making my forehead break out, like my nose. It was a bad feeling.
You just look like a common like kind of slob. Like I think you're overthinking it.
It was very slobbish. It was very
Yeah.
slobbish.
I wouldn't feel bad. I think Roan's twins kind of did that to my like steak off clip.
Oh yeah, you followed the Roan's twin post.
I think-
Followed your steak
Yeah,
off
they got
clip.
they got too many more likes.
Yeah, that sucks. That if you go to Roan's Instagram, it's his.
Nah.
You know, this the miracle of childbirth. He created 2 lives, and then right after is you talking about CP,
Oh yeah.
cocoa powder.
Of course.
Yes.
Naturally.
Look at that on the grid.
What is that? 76,000 to 100? Yeah.
Yeah. But like at least you got the thousands. My fan cam, that's pathetic.
Oh,
What
I think
Pokemon is 149?
you should see if-
Dragonite? It's horrible.
You should see if your you should get if you can get a fan cam that gets even less. How low you can go.
Oh, I need to make a really boring fan cam.
Yeah, short the fan cam market.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I have 0 like fan cam. That's my goal. I just need to get the most boring outfit. I'm going to dress like just the standing guy emoji. What is that? Red shirt, blue jeans.
Yeah.
God, fuck. I really switched it up. Oh my God, dude. I'm boring as fuck.
Nah.
In motion, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm boring in motion.
Yeah.
You can do a good pick, but if it's just on mute in motion in video form,
got
that's what
nothing.
you don't really switch it up.
I don't have a personality for a mute video.
That's what you need to get.
Yeah, shit. Any tips?
Yeah, I'm just like I kind of have that it factor when it comes to moving around.
You do, man.
I
You
can
really
kind of
do.
move around funny.
Dude, you're like, yeah, what is it?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like gritty and gripping.
You get yourself into little situations, not big ones, but just little.
They're always small, yeah.
And then they go, yeah, I need to figure out. Mook, I bet you're good. You'd be good.
Mook can do, yeah, Mook's got the
I'm just visually like
No.
stunning sometimes.
You're klutzy.
Yes. Yeah. It's not a great.
But
Yeah,
that goes a
you're
long way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is.
Kyle, I would like to say sorry.
Don't do that.
you're apologizing.
I
Don't do that, Mook.
that's
Mook.
gonna
do
that's
that or
gonna
no?
imply you've cheated as well.
Mook, don't do that.
no. I didn't. I have not cheated.
Don't do that, Mook.
I
Don't.
just didn't. Should I apologize, Nick? I apologize.
Do you feel like you did something wrong?
No.
Well, then don't apologize.
Okay, I'm not apologizing.
No, dude. He's
That's gonna piss a lot of
leaning
people
on
off.
you. He's leaning on you. He's throwing Hail
All right, he
Marys
admitted
everywhere.
he caught Kyle cheating and didn't apologize. That's fucked up.
No, stop that.
The apology attempt is insane, Mook. You're gonna look so guilty. It's like, oh no, I don't want him to throw allegations back at me.
You gotta go. Yeah, you gotta go in harder because he's going out like coming at you, swinging. He's
Yeah.
not remorseful whatsoever. You got to go for his personal life. You got to get dirty.
okay.
You can't apologize.
I'm not.
Don't bend under him.
I retract the almost apology.
That's very good.
Okay.
That's big of you.
Mhm.
Weak. That looks even worse. that you were thinking about.
The hole's
Now you
getting
gave him
deeper
an
and deeper.
angle. Now you gave him an angle.
Holy fucking fuck.
Sorry. How was Halo?
Did you
though?
just Adam Levine?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Mook did. I may need to see the booty. That body of yours is unreal.
You're Adam Levine right now. I may need to see the booty.
I think that's the worst cheating expose of all time.
Levine,
Yeah.
I want to name my daughter after you. Did he say that? I think he did.
He was going to name his daughter, and the girl, he was going to name his daughter after his mistress, whose name is Sumner.
Oh, that's the worst part.
Yeah.
Right.
What a horrible name.
No, who could that be after?
Yeah.
The Instagram model you want to see the booty of?
He covered his bases with plausible deniability. He said, I may want to see the booty.
You are
Right?
50
Babe, I
times hotter in person.
Dude, but like,
Oh, the fuck with 30Ks.
30Ks. Fuck. Extended fuck should be more used, right? Do an extended fuck.
Fuck.
Yeah, see, that's what he did.
Yeah.
You wanted to add more use, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Then she heart reacted to it. Fuck. Yeah, that's way better. How'd you have that memorized?
I was just looking it up.
Were you looking up other cheaters to
Yeah.
find like solace?
Yeah, George Lopez cheated on his wife after she donated her kidney to him.
Oh my god. John Edwards cheated on his wife, the vice presidential candidate, when she was dying of cancer. And I think Dr. Seuss did as well.
I've heard.
So he cheated on a girl with her kidney.
Oh, yeah. I guess he could like blame it on.
Yeah,
her.
it's like you were there.
You were there. You could have stopped
Your
me.
internal organ.
Yeah.
I never did that before I had your shit in me.
Yeah, this is on us. Yeah,
That's fucked up.
I never even had these thoughts till I had your slutty
That's-
kidney in me.
That's so fucked up. She sacrificed an internal or a vital organ
Yeah,
And that probably
Because she
gave him
loved
the
him
energy.
so
That
much.
gave
Yeah.
him the energy to fuck.
that revitalized his blood, got him hard, and he fucked a bunch of hookers.
yeah.
And I think they were retired hookers, which
Yeah.
makes it way
Oh,
worse.
tired hookers.
No,
Really?
Yeah, I got bad news for you. Your kidney loved it too.
Oh my god, I was hard as a fucking rock
Yeah.
thanks to you.
Mhm. Your
I
kidney
actually
wanted me
don't
to
know
do
what a
it.
kidney does.
No idea.
I think it does the. It handles the piss.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, urine
Good call.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
helps control your blood pressure. So yeah, her kidney got him hard, so he could cheat with retired hookers.
We got some foul kidneys in this building.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why?
You got stones going around.
Oh yeah, that's bad, man.
Mhm.
That is bad.
I'm afraid of it happening to me because once it happens once, chances it happens again, a lot more.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that.
It's been a while since you had a scare, Kyle. Remember, like a couple years ago, you thought you had cancer. You're due.
The cans, yeah.
That lip bump.
That was
lip up
crazy.
is so big. I was watching it back. You guys didn't tell me how big it was. Everyone was like,
How'd you not feel
everyone was like, that's an average lip bump. No.
And it was in the biggest production we will ever be in.
Yeah, it was on the reality show. All my confession.
All your confessionals was just.
AI might be able to.
I honestly avoided you at that time
It was really bad.
because I didn't want to make you feel bad.
You would.
Yeah, just any confessional in Barstool vs. America. It was big.
It was this.
It was the size of.
I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
You go.
Of about the size?
Yeah.
Small grape.
Not like a tiny grape, like a pretty small grape.
Not a tiny grape, not one of those little embarrassing ones. It was.
An award-winning blueberry.
You couldn't close your mouth all the way.
Yeah.
You had permanent gap.
You might be able to find it.
I don't think this is the correct season. Yeah, it's fine. It's a whatever.
It ain't.
It's
What were you going to be honest about?
the size.
Yeah, the size.
Yeah. You're. I feel like I've become the health guy, the bad health guy.
Yeah. You've had a
Tummy.
Yeah, tummy.
Kidney stone.
Yeah, I got the gut out of the way. I think quitting weed was like the biggest thing.
Mook, you're a sneaky good health guy.
He is. He's been on a roll.
Past 2 months.
Sober, clean.
Sober.
How you feel?
But didn't you drink on St. Patrick's Day?
Don't shut the fuck up. Come on.
Oh, you're not
dude.
counting that?
I am sober up since I'm
He
69
ordered an
days
espresso
sober.
martini, but spilled it on his date.
No, but then I had a dirty.
Right? That was the universe telling you you're not drinking or getting pussy.
Yeah.
And I haven't gotten put. I'm sober off pussy too.
Oh no way,
Fucking-
dude.
It's impossible to date sober.
Yeah.
It's near impossible.
Yeah. What do you do?
It's almost.
They probably think you're a
creepy.
creep.
It's weird.
It's perverted.
If you go to a bar, meet at a bar, but I'm not drinking.
Yeah,
That's like David Dobrik, right? He was throwing parties and he doesn't drink.
that's weird.
Yeah.
That's why I can't.
You're David Dobrik.
That's sick.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's kind of sweet.
Yeah, David No Dick.
Is that what they call it? That's what. Oh shit.
Damn, Rudy, what the fuck was that?
Gavid blow dick. That leaked. Your Gavid of you blowing a dick.
David.
Yeah, I feel good.
Are you bored as hell?
Yeah,
Super
he has
bored.
to be.
Insanely bored.
What does like Saturday look like when you wake up? It's like
Wake up, go to the farmer's market by myself, rip a coffee at the farmer's market, go to the gym, take a nap, and then play Xbox for 7 hours.
Okay.
That's dope.
Healthy.
Yeah.
Have you lost weight?
Ton.
yeah, look at him.
Skinny boy now.
How much?
That's a mean question to ask. Heavy.
Dude,
You see him every day.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You can look at him right now.
I mean, he dresses like a priest without the robe. Like he wears baggy clothes.
I am wearing an XL hoodie right now, but
Yeah,
underneath I'm looking slim.
good for you. Dude.
Are you going to go tarps off this summer, like at the
Hell
beach?
no.
Okay.
I'll never go. I've never been tarps off in public
Yeah.
ever.
Dude, the
You-
Camp Barcel thing is still one of my favorite moments with the swim shirt.
Oh yeah.
That was
Swimming in a shirt.
No. So he has like his Phillies jersey. that's
Oh
his
yeah,
swim shirt.
he yes.
And
Did you belly flop in it?
No, I went to belly flop and then I kept my shirt on. I was like, I'm not taking it off. And then White Sox Dave was like, fuck it, I'll belly flop.
Oh, good.
but he was like, I need to wear my swim shirt, his Phillies jersey.
A jersey.
It was just so funny. And then they were like, listen, it's a sponsored event. You can't wear a Phillies jersey. And he's like, well, I'm not going in the water.
Yeah, you know my rules.
And then I think
you were
look
being
at
a
my
brat.
look at my fucking contract.
it was so funny. And
look
then
at my fucking contract.
yeah, and then Tara like had to like track down like a sponsored safe swim shirt for Mook.
That's
Oh my god, dude.
Oh, dude.
I was like, I really can't wear this. Like I was like I wanted to wear my Philly shirt because that's like my comfort. You know, that's my comfort.
That's your comfort. Like, yeah.
He was like hiding in the brush, refusing to come down to the sand because he thought he had to take his shirt off.
It was awesome, dude.
I don't think there could be anything more uncomfortable than being underwater with a baseball jersey on.
Yeah, like all
a
those
stitched,
threads to stitch.
Yeah, that feel.
mesh buttoned baseball
Oh, it's a
jersey.
It got-
nipples nightmare.
This is
It got real heavy.
yeah, dude.
I
You
think-
probably drown.
I think it absorbs water.
Oh my god.
But
No, but at least people. Yeah, I'm sure they thought you were thin and fit underneath of it.
yeah.
Yeah, no, we were in the playpen on a boat for 4th of July, and Mook was rocking it, and
You jumped off the boat with it on.
yes, and then I remember someone on the boat being like, "Is that a Phillies player?" I was like, "Yeah."
Okay,
He
that's
plays-
good.
He plays for the team. But I tried to talk Mook out of it, and I was like, "Dude, like, come on, like, don't wear the Phillies jersey." And he like adamantly was like, "No." But
It's a
then
swim
once I
shirt.
saw him in water, I was like, "Okay, I can kind of see the vision." It was cool. It was a look, for
Oh,
sure.
man.
But I've been playing a ton of KB. You got an Xbox.
How do you like? Yeah, you just did it on a whim,
Delivered it.
but you
Got it delivered.
you DoorDashed it.
Yeah.
You
Well, not
DoorDashed it.
DoorDash, but it worked like DoorDash.
Now your gaming setup is comical.
It's one of the worst. Yeah.
You're in a wooden chair
Can we show it?
in the middle of
Yeah.
your living room.
It looks like how like a you know how they show like the Pope's bedroom, and it's just like a little single bed
Yeah,
with a
it's-
little
it's-
wooden dresser. Yours was like if a priest had started gaming.
Yes,
It's just a wooden chair.
it's a wooden
Nothing
chair. The
ornate.
TV.
Yeah.
Your TV is somehow kind of blocking 2 exits of your house.
My bedroom door and my
Balcony.
my balcony door. We're a bed household.
What's that
We
mean?
put all our stock into the bed. That's where we do. We're either bed or nothing. If I'm in my apartment, I'm chilling on my bed.
You don't have anything.
I don't
else
chill
comfy.
on the couch. I don't watch TV.
Is your couch comfy?
No.
Yeah. What
It's
does
hard.
anybody ever? Does anybody use that TV?
And it got
we
cat
don't.
puked on, right?
We just chill on the bed and watch shit on our phones.
And so when you were gaming, what was the household response to that?
I had to keep it down because she was sleeping.
But then you realized
But I
that
was
the
really
sound
excited.
wasn't coming through your headphones; it was coming through the
It was
TV.
loudly. Felt bad, but I wanted to scream and get into it so bad, but I didn't want to.
Yeah, that's your what's it called?
Oh,
Battle
there it is.
station.
Yeah.
We had a ball, man. It was fun.
Yeah, you want to get back out there?
Mm-hmm.
Kyle probably his aimbot.
Probably.
Probably his aimbot walls.
Now, wait, tell me about this. You got very, very frustrated because you got the Xbox and you're like, all right, I'm going to set it up. And then you didn't talk to us for like 5 hours.
Yeah, tech is not advancing. We are going to look back at 2020 tech.
Are you about to go on a wire rant?
This is mud and sticks. The setting up the Xbox account, I was in an endless loop of typing in passwords, getting a code, typing in the code, and then having to retrieve something else from the email that ended up being another code. So code, email. And
We didn't hear from you for a long while.
yeah, it's like we're still in a state of mass tech flaw.
I agree.
And wait, what's your gamer tag?
Dean Jones, 7876.
Yeah,
or
that
something like
sucks.
that. And I typed in Dean Jones and they accepted it. I didn't realize there
And
was
then they just added
thousands of Dean Jones.
7876.
You're wilding on the gamer tags though.
Me.
Well, your muscles, Nicky.
I've spent. I was gentlest Nicky, and then I changed to muscles Nicky because I realized why. Let's pretend this is a video game. So now I'm muscles
anything
Nicky.
We were
in the
like
world.
ready to play. We finally all got in. We're playing Halo. This is before you got the Xbox. And you're the one they just gave you, the random one was
Hated that upper object
upper
742.
object. And Nick was like, I can't do this. And we were like ready to play. I'm like, dude, who cares? And he's like, I can't do this.
I can't be upper object.
And so then we had to like wait 15 minutes for him to like buy a new gamer tag. And then he finally gets Gentlest Nick, which I liked.
Gentlest Nick.
Yeah. Which I liked. And then we log in the next day and he's like, check it out. And he spent $30 in 24 hours on switching his gamer tag.
Now I'm muscles Nicky,
Muscles Nicky.
which
yeah.
is so much cooler.
Yeah. But I think we're gonna do a Halo stream.
Yeah.
Now there's a part of me though that doesn't want to like mess up the dynamic.
No, but I think we could do something a little different. We can
Yeah.
maybe campaign together or something.
You know, I don't want to mix like too much business and pleasure,
Yeah, you're right.
but I think it'd be great. It'd be fun. And now look at the Kyle's gaming. I mean, world's coming together. It's exciting.
Yeah, no, I get why it's addicting.
Is there any other games you want to check out?
Grand Theft Auto.
You're waiting for the new one, or you want to get the?
I guess I'll
5?
play the current one.
Yeah.
I see clips of it and it looks unbelievable.
Have you not played it at all?
I've never played. I played Vice City as a kid and it was like the greatest feeling in the world.
Oh yeah, everybody's going crazy over the new chick in GTA 6.
Mm-hmm. Fat
And people are like, how can you be lusting after a video game chick? She looks every way like a human. It's a photo of a human being.
It's just a
albeit not real.
Dude, there's people
Mhm.
that weirdly live in the real life as like a 720p. Like they're not crystal clear.
Oh yeah.
And this person, this
That's the
She's
most
real.
clear I've ever seen a
Yeah.
woman.
She's not the least real.
No, definitely not.
yeah.
I saw you bookmarked Hunter Schafer's new post.
I didn't bookmark her titties.
I zoomed him.
I saw that.
He's
Yeah.
too big.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people are going crazy for this chick.
Well, this isn't a.
You thought that was real?
Oh, this is the graphics are. This is advanced tech.
Yeah, it's just real. It's real life. Is that her?
Yeah.
She just gets out of jail too?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the guy?
Yeah. There's a bunch of. I think there's 5 playable characters.
Is she one of them?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
But like, I wouldn't want to do any of this in a video game.
Yeah, do you want to do it in
Just-
real life?
No, like, well, they're just like
Yeah, they're just doing
chilling. I
yeah,
don't want to.
They're hanging out with friends.
They're building the story.
I'm not
Yeah,
interested.
the butts people are going crazy for.
Can you like shoot her ass with a gun and it would like splatter?
Probably?
Man, you're gonna love Grand Theft Auto.
Can you shoot her ass?
Yeah, you probably can shoot her
And
ass.
see the
But
guts come out.
why do you want to see ass guts? All right. Mook and I are at Zany's
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Good show.
Check it out. I feel pretty good about the stuff we're doing. We have a really cool group of guys and gal.
Yeah.
Um,
May 14th, Zany's, 7 p.m. Our favorite comics in Chicago are on.
yeah, it'll be really fun.
Come through.
Julio's coming in.
That'll be great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
That'll be great. We'll get him on the pod Wednesday.
Yeah. There we go.
Perfect. Anything else? Mook Can't Sleep,
Nope.
Rudy
Mook
Streams.
Can't
Subscribe
Sleep,
to all
yeah.
those. Let's subscribe to this channel.
Yeah.
To this
Fuck,
one.
we never ask.
That's a good.
Yeah, please. Yeah, subscribe. Can only help.
Yeah. Guess you're right. All right, pal, sign us off.
We got a video coming out Friday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Going to the Nigerian kitchen.
Mhm.
With Jerry, Za, and Femi.
That's right. It should be good.
All right, that's it.